all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, coming to you 251 miles above your imagination in the international fake station, this IT nightmare we call home. I'm up here with my good friend and co-pilot, Sum-Ting Wong, who is here. He's recently lost his brother in an air crash. His name was Wee Tu Lo, and we mourn his death. So without any further ado, let's take a look and see at all the people we've got going on out here tonight. It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. The time's going by so damned fast. The clown show is bigly into swing, whereas we've had rumored a third assassination attempt on our Lord and Savior Jesus Trump. I like to refer to him as Miracle Ear. Wow. And they say third time's the charm. Apparently not. Right. So do y'all buy it? What the fuck, right? Come on, y'all. Oh, 33. Oh, good. We got up to 35. You almost got me there. Barb. Oh my God. Got no longer on the ball is here. Look at here. Jehovah's lovely daughter, Barbara. Chicago Cubby Bears with us. Twilight Nights was here early on. Tony Drake, Saddle Bum. So if y'all is bored before the show up in the chat. There's usually a couple of people in there to banter with. You got Saddle Bum. Good to see you. Mojo's with us tonight. RF is killing us softly. Memorial Gardens, your call dropped and I could not get it to dial back your number yesterday or the other day when I went and took my wife to the body shop. Anyway, I'll figure that out here later. I think that's who I was talking to. Who was I talking to? Yeah. Anyway, they know who I am, who I'm talking about. Let me see who else I got here. No longer on the ball. New Hampshire guy, Jeff Gashead. Let's see, anybody? Barry Ross. Let's get it on. No, wrong one. That's Barry White. Okay. Let's see who else we got. Half Warrior. half warrior, half lover. It's this conflict, this duality within. Psyop within a psyops here tonight. Mike Finnan. Let's see, anybody? David Young, Jim Annis, Horse Sheet. Dojo's here, LJ. Got all these good people showing up in here tonight. So did you see the latest on the final experiment? I call it the free expedition front. We saw a level of, there's Day Trooper. Good to see you, my friend. Riley Studios. Everybody flowing in here like the wind. It was already like this mad push. We're going to put out a golden ticket like the Willy Wonka thing, you know. Well, there was a contest that he held, and he had some winners, some finalists, one of which was our friend Crumb. Crumb's been on here before. Valley Parks. That's who I was. I'm sorry, man. I was like, what the hell? Valley Parks. I don't know what happened. I can't get your number to dial back up. Your call just dropped out. Anyway, there's Lowry. Lowry's here too. So anyway, there's this girl won. I guess her name is Krista or something. We can, if you haven't caught up with that, go ahead and catch up with it. It was somebody I'd never heard of her before. I guess some other people have looked, and she does on some other platforms that I'm not familiar with or something. So, you know, hey, whatever. But then, following directly along the lines of the plot of Willy Wonka, lo and behold, the golden ticket was fake. Nobody knew this. Nobody bothered to try and vet the wealthy benefactor. You know, this is what I'm always saying, man. That's why I'm always suspicious of these free trip and 0% interest and, you know, free. Nothing's free, man. Nothing is ever free. Okay. Bah. Nothing. So stop with that. So anyway, we're going to look at this video here real quick. And I thought it was kind of funny because the way he puts things in this, I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. Let's see. Is that how we do it? Does that make it faster? No, this makes it faster. We'll go at 1 1/4. If that's not fast enough, then we'll just whatever. It's Friday, everybody. Hell, wait, that's the wrong button. Careful, I'm up here pushing the wrong buttons. Never know what could happen. So anyway, this is entitled "Scammed by a Flat Earther." The fake Antarctica offer.
In the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory movie back in 1971, there were 5 golden tickets hidden in 5 Wonka bars all over.
I just want to go on record and say something. You know, Grandpa Joe's an asshole. Okay, Grandpa Joe's an asshole. Okay, here's the wife, the mother, the widow, or whatever she is. She's taking care of both sets of grandparents. They're laid up in the bed. They have to like just eat cabbage water and shit. They're barely scraping by. This woman's constantly working to keep their house up and to pay the bills and shit. And then Charlie comes home with this little golden ticket, and that old bastard jumps up out of the bed. He's as able-bodied. He's better shaped than the mother. But he been laying up on his ass all that whole time and shit. Fuck him. I'd kick his ass out. And you ain't going to no chocolate factory either, old man. Get out. Get a job, bitch.
Over the world. And there was this key moment in the movie where it was announced on the evening news that the 5th and final golden ticket was found in South America. But everyone was rooting for Charlie Bucket to get that last golden ticket. And so this news was quite a low point in the movie. Well, today is that low point for the final experiment. I'm embarrassed to admit that I was scammed.
Now, I want you all to keep this in mind too, right? He's a money guy, right? He's a money guy, right? Which means that he should be skeptical of people coming forth and offering money and shit, no matter how pie-eyed in the sky you are about it. He should be a little bit more astute than that. But he didn't bother to vet this or anything, or say, hey, can we see this money in like an escrow account or something before I go out on a limb or anything else like that. You know that if it was involving some kind of one of his investments or whatever, you'd be damn sure he's going to vet that the money's there before he goes into it, right? But this one, they went on for what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks.
I was deceived and duped by a flat earther concerning TFE's golden ticket offer. It was not a real offer. I was being lied to. Now, to give some backstory, Jaron reached out to me and said he needed to talk. And we got on the phone, and he said someone reached out to him and told him that it was all a prank. And this person thought it was just so hilarious that they got me. Now, to give Jaron credit, he did not think this was funny at all, and he let the guy know how messed up this was to do to someone.
Now, this is what I'm finding real suspect. You know, it's like that, okay, this guy came out on Flatzoid's Perspective today and said that he was, what did he call himself? Flat Earth philosopher is what he called himself on there. And he had the email, and he said he was the one that was responsible for pulling this prank. Now, myself, I think it would be a bad look. I can't really see any but the most rabid doing something and letting it go that far. So, do I think that Will Duffy actually got scammed? No. I think Will Duffy played it like he's getting scammed. Okay? I think he was in on it as well. Just saying. And it does seem to follow the plot of the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory pretty damn close, man.
I should tell everyone that the worst email I've received since I started TFE was actually from a Glober. And it was back in May. And it was a warning. He warned me for what I could expect as the creator of TFE. He said that flat earthers would attack me personally and make horrible false accusations and just attack my character in any way they could to undermine the experiment itself.
Exposing your character and attacking your character are two different things. When you have shown to be a liar, when you have shown to be deceitful, when records of arbitration show that you have not just once, not just twice, not just 3 times screwed people out of their money, that's not an attack on your character. That's shining a light on it, Will. Okay?
Now, at the time, I didn't want to believe him. I had seen how flat earthers were treated by Globers. They were made fun of. They were mocked. They were treated like less than human. And I don't care if someone holds a different opinion than you. That's not an excuse to treat a fellow human being like that. Well, as this Glober predicted, the attacks came and they intensified. And they haven't stopped. Just this week, someone sent me a video of David Weiss, Flat Earth Dave, saying that our church services contain devil worship. Now, I can take it. That's not the problem here. When people lie about you, it helps you get over it because it's not true. Sure, people will believe the lies, but there's nothing you can do about that. What matters is the truth, and it's the truth that we will all be judged by one day. The one thing I never anticipated would happen to me from the flat earth community was to be scammed like this. And that's because flat earthers have been the subject of hoaxes like these multiple times. And it's not fun to have this happen to you. And I've defended you guys many times in the past, saying that this behavior against you is not right. It's not right to pretend to be a flat earther and lie just to become your friend. So
how many times have you admonished your good buddy Toon, man, for his behavior? How often have you said anything to your good buddy Toon about the shit that he said about Austin? How about the shit that Craig has said about other flat earthers? How about that? You haven't said shit, you thin-skinned little pussy. Get off of that. Man, nobody's buying your little fucking sheep act, bro.
You can get into their conferences and meetings and record them. The first person I know of that did this was Logan Paul.
I'm not ashamed to say my name is Logan Paul, and I think I'm coming out of the flat earth closet.
And he made a movie about this and did it all for clicks and views, apparently.
And outside of that little thing and something about him or wanting to fight Tyson or some shit, I don't even know who that guy is. I mean, that's how I don't give a shit about these popularity people. I really don't have any, I could give a shit, you know? So there's, Logan Paul. I'm like, who in the fuck is that? The guy's got 2 first names for his first and last. What? Come on.
Next was Jimmy Kimmel, who sent Jake Bird to a Flat Earth conference in Dallas.
Hey, Jake Bird here at the Flat Earth Convention in Dallas, Texas.
And then recently,
Now, I think I know what he's referring to is because Duffy, as per his mentor, Bob Enyart, believes that the firmament, as discussed in the Bible, is referring to the crust of the earth. And the oceans are the waters above. And so what's that mean? That we're in heaven right now? What? See, nothing, this guy, you'd have to look into it. I have it bookmarked. Whole article on it. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Tyler Oliveira did this, and this one really affected me as he gained the trust of David Weiss and ended up in his home.
I flew to Connecticut to meet up with a man named Flat Earth Dave, who took me into his attic to convert me.
See, and even those Flat Earth Dave said stuff about me, I was appalled at what was done to him, and I still feel like that about him because I'm trying to look like I'm a good guy.
Into a Flat Earther.
Now, I don't know exactly what was said to Flat Earth Dave to gain his trust, but I highly doubt it was forthright and fully transparent. Personally, I could never do this to someone to the point where they open up their home to me because they trust me and think I'm genuinely considering Flat Earth.
Dude, that's what this whole fucking thing is. That's why you were on there begging people to go to the fucking Antarctica with you, man. It's exactly what this is. This is so important to you because your handlers want this. You're just the front guy on it, man. If you expect me to believe that this is all you, I'll trade you for a bridge. How about that? I'll trade you a bridge. I got this beautiful bridge in Brooklyn. I'll let you have it really cheap, Duffy.
All the while knowing that I'm just filming a hit piece. Again, we are all fellow human beings here. Since this has happened to the Flat Earth community so many times, I honestly did not expect that it would happen back to me. The golden rule is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Flat Earthers know personally what it's like to be scammed like this.
Motherfucker, you hang out with the Taliban, you're liable to get bombed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you came right out from Jump Street saying your good buddy Tune. Bam. You lost half of the people right there, man. You lost half of them right there just associating yourself with that demon. People are sitting there going, wait a second. You're a Christian pastor and your good buddy is Michael Toon? Are you shitting me? Come on.
And you would think that they would not want to do that to others. But here we are. And it's now happened to me. And while I'm embarrassed to admit that I was duped, there's actually a much bigger issue here. You see, I can take.
But see, I can't see him getting duped that easily. He can't getting duped by what did you know? How many Nigerian princes do you know, bro? You know, my God, if an email, that's all it took was an email exchange back and forth. You know, how much money have you given to Nigerian princes and, you know, other bullshit like that? Hard luck stories. You cannot expect me to believe that this guy who was in finance got duped. No, sorry.
What's been thrown at me. But now what's been done has affected other people. And that's what crushes me. This golden ticket offer breathed excitement into who knows how many people. It gave them.
It breathed excitement. People were sitting there with fucking boners, man. Chicks were wetting the couch. They were just so excited about this. This just bred so much anticipation, so much excitement. It was so wonderful. There were so many people, and somebody had to come along and put a turd in the punch bowl. Get the fuck out of here.
Hope and joy that there was an opportunity of a lifetime within reach. It's hard to articulate that emotion, but I think we can all relate to knowing that we're in a scenario where we have a chance to be the recipient of something that was only ever accessible in our wildest dreams. Flat Earthers all over the world shared this enthusiasm, And I could literally feel their
flat earthers around the world. I could feel their enthusiasm. It was so exciting. And this guy came along and pooped right in the bucket, man. It's just so terrible.
happiness and excitement as I read their emails. It was a beautiful thing. You see, everyone has a story. Everyone has a past. And no matter how hard that past may have been, it's what made us into who we are today.
I agree.
And so I was so filled up reading your stories and feeling your excitement at the opportunity to go to Antarctica with TFE and to explore an area of the world that has always been such an enigma and so hard to reach. And while I'm ashamed that I allowed myself to be tricked like this, I'm more hurt that this has affected others. That's not right. What has happened?
This is this the month? Is this the season for fake assassination attempts? Is it? Holy crap. Look at I fell for it. Oh my God. Now I'm going to have to find out about that Nigerian prince I sent the fucking money to. Oh my God. You cannot get me to believe that this character was duped by emails. Look, you're going to do something like that before you go hanging your ass out on the line. I mean, did you ever vet any of the stocks that you were pushing on your investors? Did you ever vet those, or did somebody say, hey, I heard about this stock, it's called such and such. Hey, that sounds good. Cool. I'm going to have to, hey, you guys buy this shit that I just now heard about and don't know jack shit about. Well, how do you know it's a good return? Well, the guy told me it was. Did you look at any numbers? No, he didn't have anything. Yeah, but I genuinely believe, and I'm really excited, and I can feel your excitement too. Wow. Do you guys see the buzzwords, the sales words that are in there?
Happened here is cruel, absolutely cruel. But I'm reminded of the story of Joseph in the book of Genesis.
Oh, my God.
His brothers sold him into slavery.
Okay, dude, you are not Joseph. Okay?
That was cruel. But God was watching, and God was moving, and God remembered Joseph. And when he was eventually reunited with his brothers, they were afraid because of what they did to him. But Joseph said to them, as for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, in order to bring it about as it is this day. I believe that is playing out right now. Someone meant evil against me, but God will turn it for good.
Oh man, I swear to God, I'm gonna if he's that easy, baby, I'm taking you all to fucking Bahamas next month. I'll get all his goddamn money. If he's that easy, if he can be fooled by an email exchange, not seeing any accounts, not seeing any money in escrow, not seeing any kind of proof of this at all, nothing. Just some guy comes out and says, I'm a wealthy dude and I want to pay for somebody. And he just goes, oh, okay. And I can imagine out of how many crackpot goddamn emails that he gets all the time. Folks, this is a planned little thing. This is just like following the script of the Willy Wonka shit. Okay, this is all part of the shit show propaganda handed down by the handlers to this oath-taking entity, okay?
You see, in the Willy Wonka movie, there was a fake golden ticket. And we find ourselves with another fake golden ticket. But in the movie, that turned out to actually be a good thing. It meant there was still a real golden ticket out there. Charlie Bucket still had a chance. Lisbeth Acosta is our Charlie Bucket. And I believe she still has a chance. And I believe there is still a real golden ticket out there. And that real golden ticket is not hidden. It doesn't need to be found. That real golden ticket is the
Oh my God, Will, tell us, how can we get it, man?
community that TFE has built. If you haven't noticed, TFE has built a sizable community all around the world comprised of both flat earthers and globers. Yes, there are dissenters, but there will always be dissenters. TFE has created an environment where
It interjected itself into an environment that already existed. What in the fuck are you talking about? That'd be like me saying, look at this community that's grown up around me. No, man, I injected myself into it, just like you did. It isn't anything grown up around this at all. Okay, it's you interjected yourself in the middle of an already existing paradigm.
Where
Good.
both sides are excited to find out the truth, where both sides are going to join hands, figuratively speaking, and go to Antarctica together in a pursuit for what the mysterious White South holds. And I do believe this will be historic. I strongly believe TFE will be talked about for generations to come.
Yeah, just like the Antarctic flight that they were going to do about 10 years ago, 8 years ago, right? What was it? The Greater Sapien and them. They said, they're going to talk about this forever. It's going to be on the Britannica.
And the biggest reason why is because the animosity and the name calling and all the arguing will be set aside for a week. Flat earthers and globe earthers will come together, break bread together, sleep in tents together. And
oh my God. Kumbaya, my Lord. I can just see that right now. Jaron with his arm around Dave McKeegan, right? He's saying, Kumbaya, right? Wits it over there singing it too, playing the guitar for him around a little campfire in Antarctica. Oh, they won't need a campfire, right? Right? They won't need that. Or they're not allowed to do it. Whatever the fuck, anyways.
And experience Antarctica together, documenting what happens there as the rest of the world watches in great anticipation. I've set up a GoFundMe for Liz, our Charlie Bucket. And I have no doubt that her golden ticket, her real golden ticket, lies with you.
Charlie's Bucket. So he's going to crowdfund for her to go. Why don't he just, go, hey, I got fucking scammed and I feel really bad for being so retarded because nobody will fall for that except for little old ladies in an email scam. So since I feel so bad, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pony up and pay for this chick to go because I got her all excited over my own blunder, my own stupidity. That's what he should do. So there's something behind this too. I guarantee it. This guy's not doing this shit for free. I'm telling you right now.
And honestly, this makes me happy. This will embody the spirit of TFE far greater than some anonymous donor. And this will be what TFE will be remembered for. Both sides coming together and working together in support of one another. There's a link to Liz GoFundMe below. Once we hit the goal, which I have no doubt we'll hit, I will announce the real golden ticket has now been found. And more importantly, I will get to actually announce who was behind that real golden ticket. You. Thanks, everyone.
Now, that thing about Candace Owen, he paid her to say shit about this. He sent in super chat money, like, for her to talk about shit. Okay? She ain't going to Antarctica any more than my fucking dog is. I guarantee it. What's up, Dreamy Lynn's here? Look, we got a bunch of people here that look like Kung Fu Shaolin's here. Got Edwin Johnson showed up. Got Dreamy Lynn. Where is this? $100 a log in Antarctica. Yeah, I bet. Nobody ever talks about it, but I bet penguin's pretty tasty. Nobody ever talks about it though. I mean, maybe you could set up a Kentucky Fried Penguin stand down there or some shit, all you need is gas operated deep fryer, man. Just chuck them in there, sell them all. Just wonder what they like. Think they'd be pretty tasty? I don't know. I wouldn't eat one. I don't even want to go where it's cold, man. I mean, that's me though. I really don't. I was looking for this other where he's talking about Candace Owens. Where is that? There's this one. Let me see. Let me zoom it up to that. There. That's a good screenshot. Anyway, this is about Candace Owens.
The truth about the world we live in.
But let me explain to you why this Antarctica holds the key. So Antarctica allegedly holds the key to this age-old question because both flat earthers and round earthers, this is what the gangs call each other, agree that Antarctica holds the answer. Like they, on both sides of the debate, they're like, yes, like Antarctica, once we go to Antarctica, we will know who is right in this debate. So I'll let you watch.
Now, where did she get that from? Where do you reckon she got that information from? That this is the crux of the whole debate? Where do y'all reckon she got that from? I can tell you right who she got it from. Person she's paid to promote on this.
Watch this montage of flat earthers and round earthers agreeing that Antarctica holds the answer. Take a look.
They all say that you and I can't privately and freely explore the one region that would prove the Earth's a sphere. So how convenient.
It's ludicrous.
Now, at what time, at what portion of that right there did Austin Whitsitt say anything about an observation of the sun? He said, freely explore Antarctica. Now, part of that would mean to be able to traverse Antarctica. In other words, come down one meridian, stay on it, and come up the other side. Not deviate off and come out someplace else. Straight across. I don't care if you want to pick the narrowest area, go ahead and do it. Of course, that would be the wisest thing to do. But that's the kind of thing. Now, at no point was he ever talking about the sun.
Antarctica is the one place that would prove the flat Earth.
Well, that brings me on nicely to why I think Antarctica destroys flat Earth.
And nobody is allowed to independently explore Antarctica. That's something that would prove the Earth is a globe.
And Candace also understands.
Independently explore. Not go down and look at the sun. Not go down with a tourist company. I mean, although I can see, yeah, that's okay, great. Go down there and look at the sun. Have a blast with that. You know? One, I don't think it's going to happen. And two, if they go, they're not going to see shit. Okay? There it is in a nutshell. So the way this is even edited together, at no time did any of those people speaking say that it had that any of that had to do with the sun. It had to do with freely exploring Antarctica. You got to listen. You got to listen. Don't just take what he says. Listen, these people are saying this, and then you listen and they're not saying that.
Stands the two models, specifically what the sun should do or can't do on the two models.
Does Dean Odell speak for me? Does Dean Odell speak for you? Dean Odell speaks for Dean Odell. Okay? That's how that works. If somebody who has the same revelations as to what the earth is as I do, says something, doesn't necessarily mean that I automatically agree with it. It's not like some kind of a Borg hive mind type thing like the Globers are, you see. So
models, and explains it rather nicely here.
So, as I said, they both agree on both sides that this holds the answer. And the reason, because if the Earth is a sphere, then Antarctica is an island at the bottom of it. And if it is indeed an island at the bottom of a tilted globe, during the summer southern, the sun would never set in Antarctica. In other words, if the sun sets in Antarctica each day during the southern summer, then the Earth cannot be a globe. Under the globe model, the Earth.
Here's another reason they're not going to see anything either that I know for a fact. Reciprocation. Okay, what do I mean by reciprocation? There should be reciprocal equals at north and south. If the Earth were a globe, it should be the same percentage of flora, fauna, the whole 9 yards in that region as there is in the north. Okay, even at the most southern little islands and peninsulas and every other little thing like that that's there should have the same amount of flora and fauna that there is in the north, but there isn't. And we all know the reason for that, because the sun is not there long enough. Real simple shit.
Earth is rotating while the sun is stationary. Under the flat Earth model, the Earth is stationary while the sun is rotating.
And Candace agrees with me that we need to just figure this out. Enough debating, enough arguing, enough.
Well, Will, you had your opportunity and you turned it down. You flat out turned it down. You had the opportunity to go to one of the largest inland bodies of water in the world to measure for curvature. You don't take into account the abysmal plains underneath the ocean that would have to be curved, but show absolutely no curvature. States like Kansas, the flattest places in the world, the salt flats. Sorry, there's still a problem. Will be interesting to find out what the sun does. Of course, we know what it does. And I'm sorry, this final experiment is a lot of hype. It's a prelude to some kind of a huge propaganda production that's going to come about from it. And it's either going to get canceled or they'll get there and they're not going to see shit. So you should be able to go just as far south to get the same effect as you do by going north. Shouldn't have to go further south than you would north to get the effect either. Just saying, man. So anyway, it's a huge distraction, I think. Might be pretty cool. Let's just say, here's Zerzus. He's always got to come in here with this stupidness. If you believe his facts, what would you care if several? I don't care. I don't care. What I'm looking at is the whole fucking propaganda production behind it, Zerzus. This escapes you because you're a non-thinking entity. Okay? You don't have any brains. You have 2 brain cells left, and they're both fighting each other for dominance. Okay? That's why. You don't have the ability to think beyond the surface of what you see. Keep in there, though. Maybe you'll get it. Maybe. Absolutely. We can hope for you. Absolutely, we can hope for you. So we'll see what happens with this. I think it's interesting that this whole little plot twist, you're not going to convince me, though, that a guy from the financial world was scammed by a fucking email. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. What's going on, Roger Ladwell?
Not much. How are we doing today?
Oh, man, doing fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Found this concerning little thing that Trump said.
Oh, what was that?
Caught on a hot mic. You might get a kick out of this.
All right.
Let me bring this up real quick. 111. We got a palindrome going here. All right.
Are we supposed to have seen Mr. Q here at the White House?
Could happen. I mean,
They talked about that yesterday.
I think it's something that could happen. Yeah. Hey, he's the head of a country, and I mean, he is the strong head. Don't let anyone think anything different.
Right.
He speaks, and his people sit up at attention. I want my people to do the same.
Well, we're close to have seen.
Yeah.
See, Kyle.
He speaks as people sit up at attention. I want my people to do the same. What?
Huh?
Come on now.
That was nice.
Donnie.
Yeah. I like Donnie so far. He's quite a guy.
What was it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Are y'all talking about they're going to have that thing about giving those families money to try to prove curvature or some shit like that? Is that what you're talking about?
Who's doing that?
I think it's going to be some kind of a Netflix thing or whatever. Yeah, they start getting involved. See, this is the thing. People get the idea that these big companies and shit like that and movie production studios and shit, well, they're private enterprise bullshit. They're propaganda wings. Flat Earth Couples reality series. Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
Oh, boy. That ought to
Good
be
thing I
fun.
don't subscribe to Netflix, man. I don't. And Jaron did a live show earlier.
Yeah, I watched it and it went over onto the other thing, and I had a buddy of mine drop over, so I wasn't able to go and come in here.
Yeah, I got the premium Rock Fin the other day just so I could get in there and watch this show. and a couple others.
But, so what'd they get into on there?
Well, they were talking about you and me in the stream we did for one part. Remember the
You
when
and
I
me
went
in
to
the-
Duffy's church? Yeah. And,
Oh yeah. Okay.
That was funny.
What'd they say?
He said it was. We were. I guess people hear that and they start rumors. That's what he was going on about. Yeah.
Well, you've been there more than once.
Oh yeah, I've been to the church twice now.
And what's your take?
My take on it? Well, Duffy's. He's definitely doing this for the money, dude. Oh, we have
Do you believe that he actually was tricked and scammed by an email?
No, definitely not, dude. You saw Flats earlier, didn't you? You were over there, yeah. You saw the guest that came in and said they were the one that did it too.
Yeah. This guy that said he did it, I've never heard of him either. You know,
Weird.
What's going on, RT? Scholar Kevin, got everybody in here tonight, man.
Yeah.
I hear a fan.
I know. I was.
That's good.
I watched that like twice. And that was like my third time watching that whole thing because I like to. Okay, what I missed the first time. Okay, what did I miss the first time? First I watch it as is. Then I watch it again and I listen a little more carefully. And I'm looking at the little techniques that are being done. All these flat earthers were so excited. I mean, they were just blowing a nut in their jeans and shit. You know, they were so happy about what I've not run into that, man. Maybe I just don't get out enough. Was there like this huge fanfare going on about it? No, you just interjected your shit in the middle of our community, you know, whatever.
I think I would have noticed if I posted the nut in my pants.
I would hope so. But I mean, he was just like, they're all so excited and everything. And this guy come along and, you know, like a fart in an elevator, just messed it all up for everybody. But I'm going to come to the rescue and start a GoFundMe for this girl.
So real quick, two LDR, too long didn't read. I came in late to the party, so what exactly happened? What's the short summary of this?
So Duffy had come out and said that there was a wealthy person who'd offered to send anyone, if they had like a contest, to Antarctica with them on the flat earth side. And so there was a week given or something like that, a couple of days or whatever, for whoever was interested to make a video and send it or an email and tell them about themselves, how long they've been into flat earth, all this other. It was basically, you know, like these contestants. And then he brought them all up on the show on a live stream yesterday, I think. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Brought them all up on there and talked to each one of them individually and then, you know, announced the winner. You know, he had them like, it was almost like The Bachelor. You know, we're okay, and well, it wasn't you, and now we're down to these 5 people, and then it, you know, like one of those, and then finally it was this girl, and her reaction. I gotta just bring this up. I just gotta, I and others are of the opinion that it was like pure stage acting. Pure stage acting.
I haven't seen this yet. I would love to see it.
Where was it? Did he take it down? I think he took it down.
It was The Bachelor for incels, what they thought were incels.
Yeah. Listen, I think he took it down. I can't find it. Wait. No, wait. No, it's under lives. Under lives. Okay, wait a second. I got it. Never mind.
Okay.
That's it. All right. So he was like. So let me see. He brought all 10. Oh, wait, let's see. So you can see he brought them all. Is that the right? Oh, no, I'm on the wrong screen. Present. Like so. He got them all up on the screen right here. And so we had
wow.
Shauna Salzetti. You had Rizla Don, Chris Crum, whom most of us know.
I know
Guy Pondering, Elizabeth, Jeff Schmidt, Cassidy, and F.E. Tess Brian Leake. So,
Yeah,
and
Brian
I've
Leakey
heard
on
of
there?
him too.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
they played that along. Like, see,
Out of 10 people, so I'm actually going to remove myself.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
look at Crumb's got
Actually,
that porn
if I remove-
stash. Crumb's
I
got
know,
that
right?
porn stash going.
If I remove
Yeah,
myself,
Crumb's looking good,
that
though.
means you guys won't be able to hear
Compared
me
to what he used to
anymore,
look
right?
like. He's
Don't do it.
Well, I don't know. I've never done this before.
Okay, it's
Do a
fine.
test. Do a
It's
test,
fine.
Will.
Huh?
Do a
That's
test.
what I think. I think we
Remove
should be able
yourself
to
real
hear
quick
you.
and see if we
Okay,
can hear you.
So anyway, this is where he got it down. He was like, even with the music.
Boom.
Creator of the final experiment.
Get that girl.
She's creaming her pants right now.
He whiz.
And we have a winner.
Oh my God.
Thank you,
I told you.
Thank you, DMP. Oh my God. Oh my
What
God.
in the hell?
You're the next winner on Publishers Clearinghouse Sweepstakes.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay. Take a deep breath.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I promised not to.
Congratulations, Liz.
Oh, come the fuck on.
I will
Oh,
prove
come
the
on.
Earth is round.
Hey, Dave.
It's all,
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I just want to say, like, yeah, this whole Duffy thing and the final experiment. Yeah, we all get that that's bogus and some bullshit and whatever. I just wanted to point out, though, that in my opinion, my humble opinion, the thing that's really, insidious within quote unquote our community is the whole rising earth thing.
Oh yeah.
And
Over that.
so you've got you've got the globe earth with 1,000+ miles per hour spin and 67,000 miles orbit around the sun and 490 something thousand miles through the galaxy, and we don't feel that. Yet you've got these rising earth people claiming that if we're idiots. The earth is flat, okay, but we're idiots if we don't believe that the earth is rising at 120 miles per hour, and so both camps are advocating don't believe your senses, don't believe walking out of your front door, and they're claiming that if you don't kind of get on board, you're being you're denying demonstrable proof and all these things, and I don't know, to me it's almost worse. It's worse than the TFE.
Well, it's I think another distraction. It's an interesting concept. It didn't last long in my mind at all once I started working into it. Real quick, Cryptrick, what happened was somebody came out with an email to Will Duffy, said that they were rich and that they'd pay for somebody to go. So he held a contest, never vetted the person and the finances or anything from the email, kind of like one of those Nigerian prince email scams. And then he found out that it was fake after announcing a winner. So now he started a GoFundMe. Okay. So, I mean, come on. Wouldn't you make sure that all your ducks were in a row before you even had contestants? I mean, before you go selling raffle tickets, shouldn't it be, pretty prudent to actually, have hands on, or at least, know that there's an actual prize to it? You're not just selling lottery tickets, That's what gets me. So anyway, that's what happened. This is the girl that she won. He did kind of like the Bachelor, where he started removing contestants. You'll see, like right here. He's just...
Personal. Everybody that submitted an entry. We had 40 entries, as I mentioned. Thank you all. I just enjoyed reading your stories and learning more about you. All right.
Will,
So yes.
Ask you a quick question.
Yes.
You don't have to answer, but am I to understand? So you're not the one. You're not the one paying for this golden ticket, but you are the sole judge. You alone.
That's correct. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I wish I had a chance to say one more thing, man.
You want to say it real fast?
Yeah. I mean, this. I don't know what this trip means to each and every person individually, but you know, I've looked into this. I've already got the predictions on what we should expect if there was a globe, and I've already got certain chess boards out. I've got some equipment. I've got infrared. Anyway, I'm prepared for this. And so this is a quick note to the benefactor. If you got it like that, if you have that much money, there are some eager people on this panel, and you know, it doesn't only have to be one, does it? But I really hope I get to go. I get to go.
There's a Band-Aid on his nose.
And my ideas.
It is. He'd be the one though to send if he's got infrared equipment and he's already worked out all the shit right there. That would be, you know, if I was the sole judge, but of course we got a Glober being the sole judge, right? So he ain't gonna pick him. You know, this guy, he tried to play off like he was neutral in the beginning, but he's not. Oh, you are right, Rick. It is. It's so shady. It's not even funny. That's what I'm looking at with this thing. I'm like, well, all right, what's the real deal with this? Come on, nobody does this. And from what I understand, what they're paying for these tickets is like twice what you can get them for. I don't know. I'll have to look into that myself, but yeah.
To the people who are. So good luck, guys. Thank you for the last word, Will.
Yep. Thanks, Brian. Okay. So
Brian's got some good observations. He's got a channel too. He does some good work. He would be a guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I would choose him, but you know he's not going to get chosen, especially if he's the. So somebody else putting up the money is what his understanding of it is somebody else, a wealthy benefactor. Oh my God, that only happens in movies, y'all.
He should have took Lucky up on his offer for the trip, dude.
Oh no, he ain't after that. He's something about. There's more behind this Antarctic thing than what's on the surface.
Look at that.
Way
dude,
more behind it.
That dude in the middle, top middle, Riz Laden, engineer, scientist, flat Earth. What the hell does that mean?
I don't know.
He's getting eliminated.
Well, watch, he'll start dropping them off. Watch.
Just so you guys know a little bit about me, I like suspense.
Oh yeah,
this does get me in trouble. It gets me in trouble with my wife. To narrow this down to one person. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some music to kind of set the tone, and then I'm just going to remove you guys one at a time. And the last person that remains is the golden ticket winner.
Now, see, this is the drama. This is the drama shit behind it, right? And then to go through all this, only to discover the next day that it was all a scam. Someone scammed me. There is no wealthy benefactor. But since we have this winner, and she was so elated and everything, we're going to start a GoFundMe page so that we can send her. Now, you've got October, November, December. You got 3 months to come up with the money for the gear, everything, airfare, meals, hotel, all that shit that's involved with this. They got to come up with in 3 months. Now,
the people have to put up with it instead of him who fell for the shit.
Well, yeah. So now if they don't make their goal, is he going to return the money to all the people that donated it? No, you'll have forgotten about the shit by then. Watch.
So here we go. Let me start the music and then we will go. One down.
Look at Crumb.
Oh yeah, eyes are big, dude.
Her friend she probably beat up her friend. You fucked it up. You came on there. You put your stupid face on there and screwed it up for me. Thanks a lot.
Stay out of here.
Hey, that's Josh Monday right there, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's Josh Monday. Yeah, nice.
Oh my gosh.
Save the hot chicks for the last.
Yeah. Nerdy.
Good luck, girl.
And we have a winner.
Oh my God! Thank you, God. Thank you, DFP. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
It's okay. Take a deep breath.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
She won the
Congratulations, Liz.
She's got to feel awkward after reacting the way she did.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's not the chick with the cell phone that's been at every one of the mass shootings, is it? In the Boston bombing. Remember?
It ain't her, but it probably could be.
That little blue-haired chick with the glasses that's screaming in the meme, you know, from way back when Trump won the election or some shit. I bet you she hates her life. You imagine being somebody that they use for a meme that just goes viral like that?
And never goes away.
They're infamous now. Yeah.
So there it is.
Okay.
Okay.
You got this. You got this.
Thank you, TFE. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Flat Earth Gang. Thank you, Bert. Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, everybody. I won't let us down. I'm here for the truth. I promise.
I won't let us down.
Why would
Regardless
she
of
have
truth.
to qualify that way? I'm here for the truth. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
I won't let you down. Cookie.
I got him in.
Imagine the ass end of every joke for the next however many years. Imagine that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey Roger, the only reason I jumped on tonight was to clarify with you: is Will Duffy's church a KJV only church?
KJV. What is that?
King James version.
Oh, King
only.
James. I didn't ask them what version Bible they use.
When they read, did they say like stuff like "Thus saith the Lord"?
No, I didn't go to a service. Actually, during the service, I was out in the parking lot talking to Dave. And
I think I might jump by for a service or two.
You're here, right?
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, I thought you were.
The
You wanted to go with me,
Aurora.
didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I offered to go. Yeah, I'll go over there, sitting through a
Well,
service.
if you want a partner, man, you need a backup. I'll go sit with you.
If I show up with you, though, well, they'd be like, "Oh, you two gotta leave."
Oh,
real quick.
I don't know.
Which churches
There we
are
got you,
only
Agent
KJV oriented? I'm not aware of any church.
A lot of independent Bible teaching churches where they're like, King James version was the inspired word of the God, and if you need to know what God meant, you got to learn the King James English version. I'm serious. This is independent fundamental Baptist church type of shit.
Well, they are onto something with
fringe stuff.
Yeah.
They are onto something with that because there's a lot to do with the words, the way words are spelled, and the fact that letters are pictographs, and the old English spellings of things are even they reveal what they mean just within the pictographs themselves. And so, yeah, that's because we speak some kind of a bastardized form of English. We don't speak English.
We don't
The
speak
English
English.
language.
Yeah.
The English language doesn't literally.
The King James version was written in Elizabethan English, which no one spoke at the time that it was translated.
Right. That's why it was. That's why they used it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it goes right back to what I was saying. It's the vibrational imprint of not only the spoken, pronounced, but written or spelled word.
Yeah.
But real quick, how do we know what was spoken in the 1600s that we can claim that wasn't spoken?
I was there.
I know you. Yeah, you appear that way.
I was there.
I have it a good authority.
Yeah, it's almost like We know what was happening in the 1600s, which is a joke. We don't know.
Well, you know that King George, that the guy that we rebelled against in the American Revolution, that he actually spoke. He didn't speak English. He spoke German. He had to be, yeah. He had to have like the Declaration of Independence had to be translated to him. He was like, he didn't understand. He didn't speak English. What's happening, Tony?
I'm gonna jump off. So
Gonna need some receipts on that, Dave.
Okay.
love you guys. Bye.
Yo, Dave, I did want to chime in. Did you hear, you know how she said, oh, thank you, TFE. Oh, thank you, Flat Earth Gang. Did you look into what she meant when she said Flat Earth Gang?
I think it was said to mean all of the flat Earth people. You know,
no. Apparently, that's like the name of her. When she did her little interview earlier in that video, she said that she's a moderator of a chat on Clubhouse. So I wondered what that was, and it's some app that like you can make a profile, and right when you do it, it says we use real names here. So I said whatever. I just made an account with my real name, not Tony Coriolis, and then everyone's using fake names on there. So I don't know, but I found Flat Earth Gang. There's only like 2,000 people on it, and I've never even heard of that app or anything.
I haven't either.
And then Duffy was saying you have a lot of people that follow you. What is he talking about? Like 2,000 people in some weird app chat room, and she's got all the people that like. It makes no sense, dude. So sketchy. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was supposed to be, the whole thing was, remember, he wanted to, you know, you have to have been a flat earther for a certain amount of time. And, you know, how much do you know about flat earth and this, that, and the other?
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, we're looking at, there's a couple people on there I could see right off the bat would be a shoe in for it, you know?
I almost think every one of those people on there were cool, legitimate people, except her. I just got question marks on where'd she come from, and of course she got selected. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then for it to come out like all of a sudden exactly like it turned out in the Charlie Bucket story, and then Willy Wonka, following the plot exactly, but there's still hope, you know, and it's.
She's the Charlie Bucket.
You're the one forcing this on people. Come on and beg people to go, right? By having this whole little contest and shit, and then it turns around that well, if she wanted to go, she could have fucking done that herself. She could have crowdfunded herself, just like all the rest of these jokers are doing.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, right. We expect Billy Mays to come up out of the grave and start going, but wait, which he never said now. That's a Mandela effect.
So yeah, I did even, I made an account on that Clubhouse, and then Flat Earth Gang, I've now gone in twice. I haven't even tried to talk on there. It's kind of like Discord, where I kind of feel no one shows their face, and I don't know, people kind of talking, sure, about Flat Earth stuff, and I chimed in a couple times on Discord, but the Clubhouse just seemed weird. Like, so then I joined 2 times, and the second time I joined, Toon was in the room.
Oh God.
Not talking, but I mean, what? Toon was already there. Like they did end up kicking him out, but it's just weird that it's an app I've never heard of. All these people I've never heard of, never heard any of the people on there. So I don't know. I like to think I'm kind of informed on this.
Really suspect. And like I said, you know, for a guy, especially somebody in finance, right?
Yeah.
To get easily scammed by somebody with an email.
For sure.
Like that. Come on.
That is BS. It really is. Crypto's right.
You know the title of his latest book, of Duffy's latest book?
No, I don't.
It's something like how to make $100,000 each year for your retirement or something. Like, how is that title of the book not bullshit? Like, so every year he's cranking out $100,000. That's the title of your book, dude. Like, you should be able to pay for this trip time and time again. If you're making that
Right.
much each year as a title of your book, like, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Red flags.
all over the place, man.
Yeah.
And I like how he come out and it's like with this mockery campaign, be like me saying, "Hey, Tony, you want to go out to dinner with me, man? I'm paying. We're gonna go to this place, and it's really expensive, and it's once in a lifetime chance, to go to this place for dinner." And you say, "No, man, I really don't want to go." Well, what are you afraid? What's wrong with you? Are you a fool turning down a free meal? What the hell?
For sure. And Mark Sargent just did like an interview with some high schooler kids, and he said to the kid, and it just resonated right there, where peer pressure will get you into stuff, in your life. So just watch out for peer pressure. He said that to the high school kid. That was some good advice. Yeah, same kind of thing.
It'll get you in
And
trouble, but it'll get you.
I'm not mad at
Yeah.
Jaron and Witsit doing the thing. I'm happy with them doing it completely. But yeah, still Duffy's got his sketchness, is what it is.
Yeah. I can't help but sit here and wonder what's the real deal? What is the real deal? Because I've looked at it too. I'm like, well, wait a second. The company you're going with goes down there all the time. And they've never done this. They've never bothered.
Yeah, and they do space exploration too. They do space trips, I heard, that ALE.
Yeah, I heard something about that myself.
Yeah. Just barely I heard about that, and then no one's really dug in anymore.
Well, I think at this point in time, it's like, arguing about it's just retarded to begin with. My interest in the whole thing is really, my biggest interest in it is I want to know what's making this fucking guy tick, who's behind him, what the whole effort's really about. That's what I want to know. Because I mean, even there again, a financial guy, right? You're there, you're trying to make money, not give it away, right? You're trying to make money, not give it away. So why not just pay somebody a fraction of what it would cost one person to go and say, hey, you're ALE employee. I'll give you, 10 grand. If you'll set up and do a 24-hour stream of the non-setting 24-hour sun.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there you go. You go right there.
Even right
and then
when he's
be able to
hyping
forensically dissect it and look and see if it's actually edited or anything else like that. And if it's not, then hey, there you got it.
Yeah.
Now
Right
he's already come out in exchanges with me and said, well, there's tons of videos of a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. And I was like, all right, well, if that's true, then why in the hell are you going?
Yeah.
If you buy in it and you believe there's a 24-hour sun, then why are you wasting? Well, because some people don't believe there is. And I'm like, well, that kind of thinking, I don't believe that Maseratis are real. Give me one.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. What do you give a shit if I think it's there or not? If you know it's there and you found legit videos and shit, and you want to push them out there and say these are legitimate videos, that's a hell of a lot cheaper than that.
Yeah, and they have a private chef out there. Okay, interview that chef, talk it out to him, have him set up the thing, and just, I mean, yeah, you don't have to go down this whole rigmarole, but we're down this road, and but yeah, just that whole Liz Beth thing. I joined that little chat group, the Flat Earth Gang that she runs. I was wondering what the hell that is. Like, how'd you even find that app, Liz Beth? Then I wonder, and then be a mod there. Did you avoid YouTube this whole time and you haven't gone down the road following any of our people? Like, what is with this? I'm just confused. So I don't know. Definitely not making any big judgments. I'm going to Flattoberfest next week, so that's where my mind's at. Yeah.
What do they talk about in there? I mean, is it?
It was
just
nothing. I didn't hear anything. Yeah. I heard that little bit where they're like, what's this Toon guy doing here? And then some people were like, who is he? And then another guy's like, oh, he's not good. And they kicked him out. So that was the second time I joined the chat. But even the first time I joined, they weren't talking about anything. I guess classic flat earth kind of back and forth, kind of like you hear on Discord, no real subject, just people talking flat earth. And on Discord, I've just found a lot of trolls on there. Yeah, there's a lot of people not showing their face and stuff. Around here, I like what we got going on.
It'd be interesting to find out who's the creator of this app.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah, let me see the name. It's called Clubhouse is the name of the app.
Uh-huh. Let me see if I can find anything on it. See,
Clubhouse, huh? That sounds funny.
Yeah.
It's Mickey Mouse, dude. That's why.
Okay, it's got a little hand waving.
Yeah.
Okay. Clubhouse is a social network app that revolves around voice-based conversations. People from all over the world can come together to talk, listen, and learn from each other.
Yeah. What the hell?
Okay, let's see. Trying to find out who.
Oh, nice cookie.
He's grabbing one.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
New user guide, guidelines, blog, get in touch.
Hong
Job. All right, let's see if we can do this in a search then. Who owns Clubhouse app?
I think Cookie's giving us a tour of the house right quick.
Developed by Silicon Valley entrepreneur Paul Davison, an ex-Google employee, and ex-Google employee Rohan Seth. The app received approximately $12 million in funding from the capital firm Andreessen Horowitz in May, and has continued to soar.
When did the app come out? Does it say that?
Does that sound Jewish?
Mm-hmm. It does.
Let's see. Clubhouse began as a social media startup by Paul Davison and Rohan Seth in fall of 2019. Originally designed for podcasts with the name Talk Show, the app was rebranded as Clubhouse and officially released for the iOS operating system in March 2020. And as of May 2021, the Android system.
So it was first made fall 2019, and then right when COVID's in effect, and then this app comes out.
Yes.
What the hell, dude?
Nice.
Come on. That's stupid. I'd never get that app. Like, who would get that app? How would you find that app? You'd find people on YouTube first.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Right. You do that, or at the very least, well, now with Twitter and their spaces that they have, Twitter Spaces, that's kind of like that same thing.
Yeah, and I never really messed with that.
I have. I've got on there tonight. I think they have a thing on there called Flat Earth Fridays, and it's got the people from the Phone Booth podcast are in there.
Well, it is Friday, and the Earth is flat, so maybe it is Flat Earth Friday anyway. So anyway,
but yeah, they get in there. There's a guy named Sacred Speaker. He's pretty cool cat. He's in there too. Witsit shows up.
I think that's kind of what they're acting like that Clubhouse thing is, because that's what I first thought. Okay, so if this girl Lizbeth is legit and everything, and sure, maybe there's just an avenue of flat Earth I don't really know on this Clubhouse thing, but it only has 2,000 people. Flat Earth Fridays is pulling in numbers like the Sacred guy or that Lizbeth, comparing to like people that run chats online.
Well, and the fact that Tune showed up. Listen, the fact that Tune showed up in this obscure app that nobody until just now have ever heard of, that's kind of suspect too, man.
But still, I will at least say it's only because I only got the app because I was wondering who she was. So maybe Tune was also wondering, so I guessed. But it was still weird to see him there. It was. Yeah. Well, hey, stuff. I'm actually gonna hop off. I'm going off to the bar, but I wanted to show off my keychains from Zulu One. He makes all these.
Oh,
keychains.
nice! I've got one of those.
Yeah, they're pretty badass.
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, I like that guy. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just went out to Atlantic City hanging with him this past weekend, and then I'm going Flattoberfest. So,
who's hosting it this year?
Who's what?
Who's hosting the show? The Flat Earth.
Oh, Flattoberfest Crumb.
Crumb? Oh.
Crumb
We just saw
toasting,
him just a second ago. Oh, nice.
Yeah, exactly. The stash
Best
is going to be in full
sportscaster in
effect,
all.
ready to roll.
You got that porn stash. I like it.
Yeah. All right.
Right on.
Peace out, fellas.
All right, Tony. Thanks
Later.
for coming up, brother.
Later, dudes.
Later, man.
Yeah, some pretty crazy shit going on here, man. What is this?
It's all happening at once. It seems like all this stuff's coming out like right now.
Oh yeah, now we've got what did I hear? There's been a third
Isn't it sweep?
a third attempt on Trump. They found explosives or bombs or something at his rally. I mean, come on. Man.
Sure they did. Sure they did.
Hey, look at here. I got you.
They found dry detergent and bleach in the same locker. That's all they found.
They did?
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to think of something they could say that was an explosive or something. I don't know.
He's got all his little doodahs on there, baby. Tell you what. He's ready.
That's a nice comb over, dude. It's beautiful.
I know you gotta. Who'd I see in this movie? There's this actor. He's British, but I was thinking, holy crap, he could play Donald Trump. He could literally, because he's got that same kind of posture and everything, you know.
Hey, give us a break, man. We're just because our hair falls out doesn't mean we're listening. I'm a man.
Everybody's hair falling out, dude. What are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I guess the cool thing to do these days is have thousands of bottles of. Yeah, here's the thing about it. This was the 18th, so 2 days ago. It says law enforcement have reportedly found explosives in a car near the rally hours before Trump is set to speak. Now, there's a reader's added content says police said there was no validity to reports explosives had been found near the site of former Donald Trump's Long Island rally. So I don't know, man. How do we know who's lying about what, you know, at any given time? You never know.
I look at it this way, if I wasn't there, I don't believe it exactly. I'll leave it at that.
That's how I am too. If I didn't see it myself, or if I wasn't at least down the street, I'm probably not going to be.
Yeah, you got to be careful, man. The shit that they try to get on you. They'll tell you one thing, and it's not even going on. You know, and people believe in it's happening. And I always think of that movie, Wag the Dog. That is such a great movie, man. I mean,
yeah, I watched that 2 or 3 times in the last few years now because everybody's been talking about it.
So this I found really interesting. Y'all want us to watch this real quick. This is kind of a cool way to bypass some of the censorship on this on the algorithms. This is pretty good.
Do you want to learn how to use Google to find secret government documents that they don't want you to find? I'm going to show you how. All right. Welcome to Freedom Fridays, which is going to be solution-focused posts. So let's dive into this one right here, right now.
Google is notorious for hiding certain search results and keeping you from finding the information that you want. But you can make targeted searches using keywords and certain search parameters. For example, you can search within certain sites by typing the command site : with no space afterwards and then typing in the name of the site, like cdc.gov. This will deliver you search results only within the CDC. Then you can tell Google what keyword you want to search within the CDC. So you type in site : cdc.gov space, make sure you get the space in there, quote, myocarditis, end quote. This will then give you every single time the word myocarditis was mentioned within the CDC website. This works for any website. For example, if you wanted to search the CIA website to see any time they mentioned a certain word, you just type in site : cia.gov space, quote, JFK. And this will tell you every single time the word JFK was mentioned in the CIA website. Now it gets really fun. So what you can do is you can search any government website for a certain keyword by doing the following. Type in site : asterisk, and the asterisk acts as a placeholder, basically a wildcard, .gov, and that searches every single U.S. government website.
Y'all get it?
Neat. Yeah, I got that. That was nice. So if we want to search NASA, we could do that too.
Yeah. site:/nasa.gov, and then you could put in quotation marks whatever you're looking for, whatever they talked about.
Do you want to learn how to use?
That's pretty cool. See, you learn cool shit on this channel.
It's educational.
It's educational, absolutely, 100%.
Learn me something.
So I guess Duffy did turn down Lucky Haskins. So
Yeah, he did. That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, I wonder why he did turn it down. Did he give a reason though? I didn't see the.
Well, would a con trust another person that might be conning them? So probably not. I mean, if he was an honest guy, I would. If I was really being on, if I really believed what I was saying, if I was Duffy and I believed what I was telling everybody, then yeah, I would have showed up. Why not? But obviously, he's afraid.
Well, I don't see like ill intent. Like Duffy's not going to get hurt while he's out at the lake. You know, they're not going to push him in.
Well, I mean, anything could happen, of course, but no, I wouldn't think that that's where you would take somebody. I mean, I'd take them over the ocean or over Antarctica. Yeah, that's where I'd get rid of them or drop their body somewhere. Yeah, of course. I mean, that'd be the best place because who's going to go looking for it, right? I mean, I'm just saying, not that I would do that, but you with me, guys?
Yeah. Kind of like that 67 people that were flying over Brazil and the plane just went down.
And then never heard of them again. Yeah. It's amazing. And they all happen to be doctors that supposedly cured cancer or something too, right? Or something like that.
Oh, no. What it was, they were on their way to a cancer convention. Okay. And they were going to be discussing, they were doctors that have found information regarding this turbo cancer.
No.
And they had found supposedly a link. And the people that were going to it that were actually in opposition of it all canceled and didn't get on the flight, and then it crashed.
Right, of course. There has to be some kind of scandal like that too. That way there's plenty of room for skepticism.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
For all these little wheels of bullshit to be going this way and that way, and everybody to be talking about that instead of what we should be talking about, right?
Well, it's kind of weird. Everybody's kind of got a feeling. Listen to this chick. This is kind of interesting.
I don't know about y'all, but like, I'm fucking tired of living in this reality. I see how everything has been constructed and implanted, and it hurts my soul because this is not the world I want to be in. But for now it is. And I know that the world I'm currently existing is crashing and falling and burning, but I just don't know when. I just don't have the specific date as to when we're going to start seeing those changes. And I don't know exactly what those changes are, but I know that it is to free mankind. So if the point is to free mankind, that means we probably won't be enslaved by money, by our jobs, by a bunch of shit that isn't even real. It is such a smart system that is meant to keep you tied to a loop. It's fucking fascinating. It is so absolutely incredible how we're all stuck in this third physical dimension, and it's all in the mind. All the limitations are in the mind, and whatever's in your mind is going to be projected onto your reality, and it's fucking exhausted. I'm tired of knowing all of this stuff. I'm tired of knowing all this stuff because I can't exist in this reality anymore. It makes no sense. I don't know why I'm here. I look at the people, and I can look at the people, but they're not on the same dimension. They're not on the same frequency as me. Like, how could they? Like, we don't think the same. We don't have the same views. We're the same thing. We're the same consciousness. But holy fucking shit, is you see, this is why I can't do this anymore.
Do you relate?
Breathe, honey. Breathe.
I can relate, though. I can really relate.
She needs to get away for a while.
But just remember, we all got to remember that most of this stuff, we're just seeing it on the media. We're only seeing it in the media. We're not seeing it in our real lives. Has anybody seen this stuff happening in their own grocery stores or anything? No. I haven't seen nothing like this happen. Have you?
Seen nothing.
The only thing
like
I've seen, I have seen poop in San Francisco streets. I have seen that. And I've seen the homeless, and I've seen the people doing drugs, like literally right out, passed out, like nodding out right there on the sidewalk as you pull up. It's like crazy. That part's true, but beyond that, I don't know, bro. I just don't know.
You haven't seen nobody, no Venezuelan gangs have taken over in your neighborhood?
Well, no. I mean, the crazy, there's the typical people that are homeless and whatever, and they're out looking for free stuff, and they're digging through garbage and making messes, but I usually handle it, I mean, we all have to, right? I don't want to hurt anybody, but I don't want to dropping garbage all over my neighborhood either.
You ain't got nobody eating cats. You're chopping up your
Not
cats.
that I know of. I
and
mean, there's too many fast food restaurants. All you got to do is go and hit the dumpster when they throw all the food away. You can eat like the king. Or like, come on, we all do that, right?
Yeah,
you gotta just live nearby a restaurant, and you go out there and you talk to the people and they're throwing food out. They'll give you something to eat, man. People
Listen to this joker, man.
Well, I guess
Listen
if
to
you're
this.
nice and you keep the back of the store clean and you keep behind the building clean, yeah, I'm sure they would.
Right? I'd even put out
Go
a
around
meal
and
for you.
go around and offer to do some work for each business in your neighborhood, and next thing you know, you got a job, right?
Yep.
I'm just saying, there's ways that you can get along in this world. You don't have to allow the one or two mistakes to screw up your whole life. But I guess if your mind's set that way, then I guess there's not much you can do for yourself.
Oh yeah, it's it's all what you go to project, you know. RT said he had to peel off and shit. There's Roger. He came back. Broke
Yeah, I
down.
lost my audio for a minute.
Let's check this out.
I don't understand, how do you not believe in any conspiracy theories? I understand not all of them, not most of them, but you don't believe in any conspiracy theories?
Yeah, have you ever run across anybody like that? That don't believe in nothing? I mean, I have, man. That they're all in on everything.
They say that, but I know they don't mean it. I can tell by the look in their eyes that they're being traumatized by it too. That's why they don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I've seen some people around where I live too that I've never seen before, you know, and I live in a really small area. So, you know, you notice shit like that, but I wonder like half the time, like, where the fuck these people come from, man? I never seen them before.
You just think the government's just batting 1,000 and telling us the whole truth? That's a strong stance to take. And again, as I said before, I don't like talking about politics on stage or off stage. I don't like talking about things I don't feel like I'm truly knowledgeable in. But I do know this.
Oh, you're gonna lay it now.
Our government is placed in charge of all of its people. I'm a father who's been placed in charge of just one son. And I lie to that nigga all the time.
Yeah, he's only in charge of one. He says, I lie to that fucker all the time, man.
That's funny.
So what
I
makes
think
you
he's
think you're
honest.
not getting lied to all the time, right?
Oh, we are.
Crazy. Here's Tupac. Y'all think
We were
Tupac's
talking
a
about it
gangster?
earlier.
You think Tupac's a gangster?
No, I don't think
Tupac
he's a gangster.
Shakur?
He was a rap star.
You know, gangster, you did.
Shit, watch this guy. This guy is like, well, you'll start to understand what was going on with Diddy. I'll tell you what. Watch here.
Okay, my name is Tupac Shakur, and I attend Tamalpais High School, and I'm 17 years old.
Do you like being 17?
It's like 17 is such a weird age. It's such a in the middle age. You're not 18 yet, and you're older than 16. So, but I like it. It's nice. It's like a learning stage for me.
Do you wish you could be 18 and then you get some more rights?
Well, 18 will bring lots of responsibilities that I don't want, but it'll bring respect that I feel like that's the only way I can get it. You know, I try to be as mature as I can be and demand it wherever I can get it. But 18 is like, you're an adult. You like today when I had to sign the release form, I felt so bad because I couldn't sign it myself. I had to go and get my mother's and all that. But 18 it's just society's way of saying that you're ready. But 17, like I think I'm ready now, as ready as I'm gonna be in this world. But so it's okay. I guess 17 is all right.
Yeah, that's a hell of a question to ask him. Do you like being 17? What the fuck kind of question is? So, do you like being 60? You know, what do you mean, do I like it? What the fuck can I do about it if I didn't? You know, really? Wow.
Right. Well, how do you think you're most like your mom?
I'm most like my mom because I'm arrogant, totally arrogant. I agree. I have to say it. Like at work, I can't hold a job. I just quit my job today, actually, because I wanted to come and do this. And they wouldn't let me. And I felt like it was important, and it was more important than serving pizza. And we had enough people. So I felt like since I'm an actor, they should understand. They should have let me do it, but they didn't. And then I had a cold. So they were making me work in a freezer. And I'm really not one to be disrespected. And I felt like that was disrespectful because I asked to go, So
what a queen. Dude, and they sold this guy as a thug, gangsta, street cred, all this other bullshit. Come on, man. So that when him getting shot was over some kind of gay shit. I guarantee it, man. I guarantee it.
So I quit, and he told me I couldn't quit. And that even made me hyper. I'm arrogant. So when he told me I couldn't quit and we had all these customers, I chose that time to jump on a soapbox, grab my leather jacket, light a cigarette in front of him, smoke, and leave in the middle of a rush. So that was natural.
I bet they appreciated the shit out of that, huh? Or they probably said, I'm glad we got rid of that lazy queer, huh?
Arrogance at the top. That's what I think I'm most like my mother. And she likes it. She'll see it in me and know it. And we clash a lot because I'm arrogant, she's arrogant. And you should see us when we get in our little attitude moves.
Wow. Listen, Taco Bell, you better slow your roll. Taco Bell. All right. Oh my God. So did you realize that he was like that? That he was
Oh yeah, I've seen that video before.
I mean, you wouldn't think that based on the shit that they put him out as, because you think about it, there's all this East Coast, West Coast, and all this shit, Biggie, and I guarantee you, him getting shot, if indeed that's even real, Tupac Shakur, if that is actually real, I guarantee you it was over some gay shit, I mean, come on, these dudes. I'd heard rumor about that kind of crap before, and some of these rappers coming out and saying, no, if you want to make it big in that, you got to let, Suge Knight and these other people take you in the butthole and all this other. And I'm like, no, come on, that can't be real, right? And then it's like, no, it is. These people are depraved. They're depraved, man. It's so funny. And people just, these are their heroes. And I think it's great. People are seeing that the mask is coming off of these fucking people. You're seeing them in their true light, what they actually are.
I get it.
Yeah.
I put a video in the private chat in the back if you want to look at it. It's basically right up that road, dude.
You guys probably don't want to see any pinworms in somebody's colon, do you?
Not really.
No? All right.
No, we're good.
Yeah, I got video of some pinworms in a colon and stuff. And yeah.
Boo. I'm good. I've already seen my own. I don't need to see anybody else's. I'm good.
What happened? Hold on a second.
You got your own, and you keep them, you name them. That's Roscoe. That's Jeffrey over here.
All right, let me get over here. What is this from?
Oh, this is Lil Wayne. This is an interview he did a while back. It's pretty graphic, kind of. It doesn't like show anything, but he says
it's on you. It's on YouTube. We'll just have to stop it every so often. It's been up for 5 years, so hang on a second. What? It's fine. It's been up for 5 years. I can't see where it'd be a problem. So one of the things I'm going to do though is because they're so ambiguous about shit. When I tried to monetize before, they said ambiguously that, oh, some of your videos promote this, that, or the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and probably just set to private, like a big bunch of my like last year, a year ago videos and shit like that. And till I get approved, and then I'll, slowly put them back. I
got raped when I was 11, Twist. And I loved it. I ain't never pressed charges. I'm gonna do you like baby them did me. Yeah. I'll never forget that day. Yeah, no, they was all in the kitchen. I was scared. It was cool. There was about this many niggas and shit too in that bed. I never forget the word. Suck la wine la dick. I was sitting on the couch. Everybody in that bed. I mean, was like talking. Go with your good dick.
That's good stuff. You get the idea, though, right?
God. Look at here. Taco Bell has took over. Look at it. She's over here. Poor little Cece. She wanted to be on the show. You want to be on there? Is it up to you? Are you going to be the little star? You know? All right. Now, come on. Get down. I don't need you up here. You can stay down there. You can say, go help something Wong. Go see if he'll pet you or something. There. That's nasty. Whatever happened to that guy? You never hear nothing about him anymore either.
No,
Little
really.
Wayne.
I think he's still putting out songs from what I heard, but I haven't heard anything new from him. So,
what is this? This looks crazy. All right. You find all kinds of shit in the flat earth world. Let's see what this is. This
All
is
right.
kind of crazy.
Flat Earth proof. Here it is. Hang out with me. I'm going to show you an experiment. Undoubtedly proves we are not on a ball spinning around in space. We're on a flat, non-rotating, stationary plane. Here we go. All right, ready? I want you to imagine this is the sun. I am Earth. Between us two is 94 million miles. I know it looks short right here, but just hang out with me. 94 million miles, all right? So here's what's happening. The Earth is spinning. We're going around the sun. We keep going, and we end up over here. Go from over there to here is 6 months, okay? Think June, December, all right? So over here, where it's June, it's nice and hot. We look up in the sky over here. We see all kinds of stars way over here. Remember, this is the sun. I'm Earth. 94 million miles, okay? So we're looking over here. We see all these stars that we see. All right, 6 months later, we're way over here. We're 180 million miles from where we just were now because it's doubled. You got that? Now we're in December. Now we look up, we're supposedly seeing the same stars that we saw way over there, 180 million miles away. No, I don't think so. It just doesn't work like that. Now what's actually happening is quite the opposite. This is actually Earth, and I am the sun. This is what's happening. This right here. This
They're going backward.
The Earth stays still because it's on a
Going
flat,
backward.
non-rotating plane.
don't tell them.
Rotates.
Going back in time.
The moon. I don't know what you can say to come up with anything to beat that, but you can try me.
I don't get what's so weird about that. He was demonstrating how the sun.
Yeah, I dig where he's at. I was waiting for him to get dizzy and fall. And Chad, ever heard of John Todd? Yes, I have. Former music guy talking about how the masters of albums are brought into a ritual room. Yeah, man. Yeah, and it's during a certain moon cycle. They only do it like during a certain moon cycle too.
Nice.
Talking about musical master recordings of these artists. And what was it we just saw? We just saw that Mariah Carey just tragically lost her sister and her mom all in the same day. Watch her get a platinum Christmas album this year. Wow. Is she a slut for Satan? Most likely.
Like Kamala Harris. Yeah.
Kamala Harris. Dude, I don't even, that chick right there is just like not even in reality world. None of those people are. I mean, it to me is just like the that Pink Floyd song, the Fletcher Memorial. They're just so out of touch with reality that the only thing they know is their own little sound bites and their little stage appearances and their stupid little speeches and shit, and people think that that's them. You know, oh, look how brilliant they are, and it's like, God, no, they're not. They're just wax dummies with a script. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? I don't get it.
They're handled and brought up, and they're polished, and they have a whole crew.
Yeah, they try to make them seem as though they're you, and they're not. They've only learned to emulate you. They don't really live like you. They don't have your experiences. Their lives are completely different than yours. But they're taught how to act to fit amongst the common folk and gain their trust. And that's exactly what they do. They're horrible.
Yeah.
Oh.
Put a quarter in a dummy and it'll play a song for you.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, look at here's another NASA screw up. Let me see. We'll bring this up. This is a good one. I think this is where the guy's hand goes through the cord. This is pretty good.
Why would they lie? Why would they lie? Santa was real, the fairy was real. Why mama lie? My brother died.
Probably get copyright if I play that.
Yeah.
Caramel Harris.
Wait, why?
The music.
Yeah, the music. But his hand goes right through that shit. I mean, look, and this is what I say about with, and this was brought up, I forget where I heard it said. The reality of it is this. Okay, what do I know about the Antarctic sun in Antarctica? Okay, anything that I've ever seen has been fake or doctored. And just like with the space program, I see fake and doctored shit. Now, if something is real, there is never a need to fake it.
True.
Never. I mean, if you have to lie to make your point, well, then you're already operating not from truth, not from reality. Because a lie is exactly that. It's a deviation from reality, a perversion of reality. So if you have to fake it, then you don't have anything, and that that's just been my experience with this. With anything, people want their what they say to be true, but wow, what is this dude doing? He's chopping on people with an axe and can't show that.
Nope.
I want to see.
What
look
was
it up for yourself.
About a sheriff
I'm a monster. Come on, I'm a monster.
There was a sheriff went into a judge's office and shot him to death, and now he's in jail. Let me see if I can find something on that. Hold on a second.
That sounds neat.
Let's see. Sheriff shoots judge. Oh, why do I always spell that wrong?
Was he sleeping with his wife?
Maybe.
I don't know what was going on.
That'd probably do it, right?
It was in Kentucky, Stan. And it says, hold on, there's a video to it. Kick ass. We can show that. Let me pull it up full screen. Oh, and it's Wolf Blitzer. I thought he made up that name for the war because the first time I saw him was the first Gulf War.
I remember that. Yeah.
And he came on and his name was Wolf Blitzer. And I was like, come on, man. That's not really your name. You made that up for the war. I'm Wolf Blitzer. Come on, bro.
Storm and Norman. Think about that.
Yeah.
Isn't that the name of that character in Contra?
Now hearing an emergency call that came into
I'm
authorities
kidding.
with deadly shooting inside a Kentucky court.
36 needs to be in that Fletcher County Courthouse. That shot's fired on the second floor.
The victim of the shooting.
Oh my God.
Judge Kevin Mullins. The suspect, Letcher County Sheriff Sean Steins. Authorities say the sheriff shot the judge in his chambers after an argument. CNN senior national correspondent Ryan Young is following all the late-breaking developments for us. Ryan, what more can you tell us?
Yeah, Wolf, we're short on details on this story. Still trying to figure out everything that happened here, but we do know schools were put on lockdown. That courthouse was put on lockdown after this shooting, and there is some sort of surveillance video that led up to this shooting. But this happened back in the judge's chambers, and from what we're told, that sheriff showed up. There was some sort of argument. Then shots were fired. This has really put the community into a tailspin because if you think about it, the sheriff cannot be housed at the jail that he used to basically run. He's being held in a different county. And the judge who would have heard the next
My question is, do you really believe that?
He would last like 10 minutes in his own jail. Come on,
Hell
man.
no.
Of course they're gonna not put him in that same jail. I didn't know I was muted. I started saying that shit, and I was like, "Hey, I'm muted."
I was going to say something. Like, Rob, where'd you go?
Of course, they put him in a different jail. They have to. I mean, oh, here we're gonna lock you up with a bunch of people that you locked up. Oh, fuck that.
a court appearance for this shooting would have been the judge who was killed, Judge Mullins. A lot of questions about this, but the judge's brother-in-law stepped forward with a heartbreaking message on Facebook. Take a listen.
Tried cases against each other before he was the judge, and never had a disagreement outside of that courtroom. We have always got along. I always thought he was hilarious. I always thought he was very witty. He was fun to be around outside of court. And as a brother-in-law, I will never forget how kind he was to my children.
Yeah, Wolf, this is tragic and messy. Of course, this happened around 3 o'clock yesterday. They put that courthouse on lockdown. They put schools on lockdown. The sheriff was still there and surrendered to police. Now, what we're trying to follow next is what are the next steps, especially with the court appearance. We're hoping that will happen next week. We'll get some more details, hopefully from state troopers, to try to unravel what happened here. But this is a baffling case when you think of two top law enforcement officials, some sort of argument, shots fired, and this judge who was 54 getting killed.
Well, very.
That's messed up, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I know correctional officers that won't get locked up in the population because of what they do. They won't make it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the sheriff, definitely, he's the guy that put him in there to begin with. So he's not going to be able to make it in population. So that's regardless.
They're still they're searching for a motive.
Huh.
Still. As of 12 hours ago, there still wasn't any motive. I wonder
so the sheriff's still alive, right?
Yeah, the sheriff is alive. Apparently, he was in the judge's chamber, and there was an argument, and then they heard multiple shots fired, and then he just surrendered to the police, I guess, and, killed the guy. Let's see, that's 9 hours ago. This one's from 3 hours ago. I guess, let's see, anytime past hour. All right, third friend and colleague asking why after Kentucky sheriff accused of murdering judge. Kentucky prosecutor recuses himself from Sheriff Sean Stein's murder case. I don't know. I'd like to know more. 32 minutes ago, tiny town is rocked as their sheriff is jailed in the killing of a prominent judge. So I guess we'll try to keep up with it and try to find out, man, what the motive behind that was. I think, you see, to prevent these kinds of things from happening, we should, take away guns from the sheriffs, right?
Sure, that's gonna happen.
That's the proper response. That's what they want to do every time, somebody not wearing a clown suit shoots somebody, right? They say, oh, we need to take away the guns from these people. Well, here we got cops all the time killing fucking people. So what's up, right? We need to get the solution. That's the thing that gets me too. They want to They don't trust the government. I watched the thing. You know who Brian Young is, right? From Here's the Deal channel. And he's got the Disturbing Illusion is another channel he has. Anyway, he went out man on the street at one of those March for Our Lives things. And he was asking these people, do you want all the guns taken? And he said, yeah. And you want the government to be in charge of who's allowed to have it? They said, yeah. And then he asked the next question was, do you trust your government? Well, no, not really. And it's what are you listening to yourself, right? Okay,
Yeah,
so word on the street, Lowry says, word on the street is the judge had sex with the sheriff's underage daughter. Oh, well, that'll definitely throw these are inbred hillbillies.
Oh no.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's what Sean Hawkins called me and Ryan the other night.
Called you what?
Inbred hillbillies.
Oh, inbred. Sean Hawkins, he should talk, man. Fucking missing link looking bastard. Holy cow, man. That guy. He's obsessed. He is obsessed with Flatzoid. I've not given him too much attention. I don't care. I laugh at him because I think he's fucking pathetic. And I can't just help but laugh at him. And I like to poke fun at him every so often. If I know he's restreaming something that I'm on, I'll purposely go get food and eat it, and make it look overly delicious and shit because he's a broke ass motherfucker. And I know that ain't nice, but he's a dick. So, I mean, really, I probably wouldn't even walk across the street to piss on him if he was on fire. That's for real.
Well, we're paying for him to live, right? He's on disability or something, right?
I guess he's got some kind of gets Meals on Wheels, and he got some kind of one of them little mobility scooter things, So
Well,
yeah,
I gotta get work for mine. I'm sorry. I know he's capable.
Oh, so speak of the devil, listen to this here.
Okay.
It's the sad truth about Tupac Shakur. See, a lot of this is going to start coming out now. People are digging into shit now. A lot of this, and they're pulling up stuff from the past. Check this out.
When Tupac came to Hollywood, it was the homosexual ritual. This is where the homosexuals came out against it, but I didn't mind.
When he took that picture in the bathtub with the gold between his legs, he was a pinup bitch. He submitted to them like, hey, whatever goes on, goes on. I just want to get paid. That's the way they get down.
Don't try this at home.
When Tupac came to Hollywood.
Whoa. Was that who I thought it was? Was that bald-headed dude? Was that Suge Knight?
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me neither.
See, that's some crazy shit, man. Oh my God. Yeah.
I don't go down like that, man.
No. Well, it's like I've seen this shirt and I thought I almost got it as a joke for somebody. And it says, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. And I'm like, oh man, come on. No.
Yeah, in the hood, sometimes, $20 is $20. No.
Oh, for crying out loud. Are you guys seeing some of the stuff this guy put out on here and said, for the US, for the world, Trump must win. Check this fucking picture.
That's scary.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. He's Liberty now. He stole the torch.
He stole the torch and he's getting ready to burn that flag and replace it with an Israeli flag.
Small hats to roll with.
No doubt, man. That's for real. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is this dude really doing this? Oh my God. You want to see something crazy?
Sure.
This is nuts. This is nuts. Watch this. Watch this.
Oh, I've seen this one. Not a burn. He went real fast.
What the fuck?
It's a big deal. You just can't do it for
What is that shit? Why is there no sound?
I don't know. The viscosity of that water was really thick, wasn't it?
Oh, that's that cornstarch. That's what that is.
Yeah.
You never seen it? It's a non-Newtonian fluid or whatever they call it, yeah. These are different things, yeah.
Oh my God, is that fusing?
Yeah, it welds together. Yeah. It's ice, but it welds
That's
together or something
nuts,
like that, yeah.
dude.
It's not nuts. It's
Yeah,
deep, but it actually does work like that. Friction is crazy, bro. That's deep.
Yeah, but that thing
thing
with
is
the
heavy,
magnet,
bro.
that thing with the magnet, the copper
Heavy
tube.
as shit, bro.
Yeah.
I do that. I got a big copper tube and I drop a neodymium magnet through it and it just floats down through it. It's really cool.
Oh, that's cool. I wish I had one of those. That's a cool one.
That's nuts, man. His hand go right through that fucking shit. Look at that.
That's molten iron or steel, one of the two. You want to spit on it?
Jesus.
More than likely, it's just lead because lead melts at a lower temperature, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, but lead doesn't glow red when you melt it like that. It just looks like
maybe
water.
Yeah, it could be anything, but as long as his hand was wet, it wouldn't burn him. As long as he didn't touch it for very long, you know that.
When they cast steel rails and plates and things like that, right? The mold, I-beams, the mold is actually made of copper, but there's water flowing over the copper all the time. And so the water is actually is actually acting as the mold. If you go to a steel mill, you'll see these big, huge reservoirs of water, man, huge, big tanks of water. And you'll watch them, you'll see them go down. And by the time this one starts getting down, this one starts going. And then the other one starts filling back up. And it's going over that copper mold and keeping it cool and shaping the steel as it goes through. And that water also gives it like a skin on the molten steel. It gives it a skin and keeps it from sticking to the copper. So it gives it like this skin, and then it starts to harden. It's liquid on the inside, but it has like this hardened casing. And as it comes down through the mold, it goes actually down a thing like this, and then level off before it gets cut off. It goes through a series of bends.
Nice. Don't they do galvanization like that too? They use like an alkaline solution.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just the smelting of the metal.
That's electroplating. That's different, I think. Yeah.
Or
electroplating. They do that with electricity, though. Yeah, I think so.
Plating lines. You gold plate, silver plate, anything else like that, you run a charge through the part and the solution. You have I forget how you do it with it. Positive. I think the negative is it's positively charged solution with the gold or whatever in it, and neutral. A neutral charge to the object. And then it causes it to complete the circuit, and the particles will adhere to the other surfaces. It's pretty cool. Used to work designing plating lines for that, the automation for it. Did one for Cessna to anodize aluminum airplane wings. These things were big, long, skinny tanks we had to use.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Speaking of airplanes, did you see the pitch data that they got from a commercial airline on FPD?
The what?
They got a commercial pitch data from a long distance flight.
Yeah.
And they analyzed the data from it, and the horizontal goes for 1,000 miles straight.
Where'd they do this at?
It was flat and level for 1,000 miles.
Yeah, it's on flat Earth debate. Nathan Oakley did it. Actually, Brian's Logic and Adam Meakin put together the presentation. It's pretty neat.
What is going on?
The best place to look for to be in Ballbusters.
My favorite was that star. That star thing was better in my eyes. That really got me good.
Oh no, it says Katt Williams nailed it on the head at the beginning of this year. Well, and people do, you know, sometimes it comes from the most obscure source, right?
It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I didn't have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
Shit.
Did he say they take it the wrong way?
The people that are getting caught. Yeah.
Yep.
I kind of.
Well, maybe if they wouldn't have been taking it the other way.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me one more time.
Alcoholics.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it.
Nice.
Nice.
He put it down.
It's God's.
Yeah, he puts it right out there, man.
I like his stand-up. He's good.
How do you say, come and do something bad to me because I'm stupid? How do you say that without actually saying it? Well, that was a good way. Please come and hurt me because I know everything. I know all the dirt on you guys. So you better take me out. Dummy.
What the hell here? Oh, here's our guys growing up with that. Do you see the zodiacal lights? And fucking Don Pettit guy, man. What a guy.
Put some gum in it. Yeah.
Do we have to go there? Do we have to go there, bro?
Right.
Do we have to go with the Don Pettit thing again? Damn it. I thought we were done with him.
Oh, he's good entertainment.
What was that thing I put up on?
Well, you guys might think he's entertaining, but I can only get so much of that, you know.
All right, here's some woo. Did you know the word Kininigan can be used to expose the lizards and shapeshifters living amongst us? All right, hold up. Let's see what that means. Like I said, we're just having fun. It's Friday night. What the fuck?
Kininigan? Okay.
Kininigan.
Yeah,
I have just discovered the word that, if spoken, would expose all of the shapeshifter lizard people that live among us.
No.
And that word is Kininigan. I don't think it's a real word, but if a person says it and they cannot pronounce it, it means they're a lizard shapeshifter person, because they can't pronounce the word right. They kind of growl when they say it, and that exposes them. I'm a real person. I'll say right now, Kininigan. I said it perfectly. I am not a shapeshifter alien. Back in the day when children would go missing in these small towns, people would go around to everyone in the town and make them say this word to figure out if they are the shapeshifter person who stole their kid and brought them underground. Now I have a video to show you of this guy catching one of these lizard people on a live stream.
Pronounce it properly. All right. And then again. Yeah. Say it again. Go ahead. I'll say it again, right? And then again. Oh my God!
what were we supposed to see there? What did I miss? Because I didn't see him do anything except some guy staring at a camera and then going, "Wow."
Well, when the guy said to say Kninigan, and the guy said it back to him. Yeah, he said it in a growl.
So what?
Say it again. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Wow, I'm sold.
What the
I'm
heck?
sold.
I don't know. I'm convinced, aren't you, Dave?
I am. I'm sold. Yep.
I'd buy that for $1.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my god. What? No, see. There's some shit. What did I say? I said there was more and more shit that was coming out about this. Now there's this. Listen here.
And you thought unicorns were goofy.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yo, Diddy paid $1 million to have Tupac unalived. Did y'all see this? Watch this.
And we begin with that breaking news at the top of this hour. New court documents show that Dwayne Keefe D. Davis accused hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs of paying $1 million for the killing of rap icon Tupac Shakur. According to the court documents, Davis claims Combs paid Eric Von Martin the money. He also says that Combs offered to set up a phone call with Terrence Brown, who was the driver of the car that rolled up next to Shakur and Suge Knight on September 7th, 1996, near the Strip. Davis says that he was telling on himself and not trying to provide evidence against anyone else. He's accused of orchestrating the plot to kill Shakur. A trial date has been set now for some time in November.
Yo, all they wanted to do was get Diddy's foot in the door. Because if this accusation is right, which I think it is, baby, these RICO charges are the least of his problems. This came out July 24th. Where have y'all been? Because I didn't see this and nobody told me about this. Yo.
Yeah, that's contract kill too, man. See, there's some other shit too. They're covering up for some powerful people with this too, because I've heard these other people talk, and then in these these people have obviously seen the videos and everything else that they confiscated, but decided to not include charges involving some of these very, very influential people.
Yeah, what's up with that? Dude? How do they get out of that? How does that work?
Listen, it depends. So it tells me it's somebody really high level. Okay. It's somebody very high level that they're not willing to even try to touch. Oh, I don't know. Somebody maybe like Hillary Clinton, maybe Bill Clinton, maybe Barack Obama, maybe Kamala Harris, maybe, all these influential people, Donald Trump, even, for crying out loud. I think he was hanging out with P. Diddy there for a bit. So I don't know, man. They're all dirtier than hell. They're all dirtier than hell. We all know that. Oh my God. This is crazy shit. What the hell? This is at the a Satanist funeral of the president's wife, Lady Bird Johnson. The wife of Lyndon B. Johnson. I guess, did she just recently die or something? It is said that he commissioned the assassination of JFK and that he really sparked the funeral attendance. The hands is formed in the devil's salute in homage to Satan. Now, I'm not sure when this was, but it's on CNN, and it was apparently a Catholic service. See, I never trusted that Catholic church for nothing, man. Okay. July 2007. Okay. Look at the devil. So wait a minute, they're playing. Yeah, I seen him. Oh, I mean, yeah, Oprah. That's another one. Yeah. I've been working on the railroad at a former first lady's funeral, and they're all giving devil horns. What? Oh, there you go. That's a good look, guys. What in the actual? That was at a first lady's funeral. Of course, this is back 2007. Most of us weren't really paying attention to what we are now. It wasn't until the pandemic people really started getting deep into this shit. I don't know how this ever got by me, though. Seems like I would have seen something like that. What in the hell was all those people doing devil horns and everything up in the air? Crazy.
By the way, they got a new variant out now, I hear.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there is.
Yeah. And there's people throwing the mask back on again, walking through the stores.
Oh, my word in heaven. Check this out. A group of Brazilians stormed a police station, dragged out a rapist of a 1-year-old boy and a 7-month-old baby, and burnt him alive. Check this out. And they've thoughtfully blurred any of the shit so we can actually. Wow. Listen, man. People are getting sick of this shit. You know? What's this say here? Diddy and Epstein's, let's see, the Talmudic world order protect PDFs and use PDF as a blackmail. Diddy and Epstein are two proofs of that. And remember, the Talmud allows PDF and R-ing Gentiles time to remove all the Loxists and Talmud followers from any position of power. You know, and listen, I'm telling you right now, it's bad enough we've got dual citizenship people in there, but these people, watch out for these red bracelet wearing motherfuckers. You see them with a red string around their wrist? Watch out.
Marked. Lost myself at a Diddy party. Didn't know that's how it goes. I was in it for a new Ferrari, but it cost me way more than my soul.
Whoa.
Nice song.
Yeah, right. Who is that?
Wasn't worth all the fortune and fame. All the girls never walking the same. Signed a paper so he never has to ever say sorry. Lost myself at a Diddy party.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Nice. Imagine that. Yikes.
Oh. So there's a reason all this is being allowed to be put out and all this is happening. I haven't figured out exactly what it is. I lean always toward propaganda and distraction, you know, but you know, they found another lever, you know, to give people this hope all the time, right? And that's after if they go after somebody and have a fall guy and this kind of shit all the time, or whatever the thing comes up, they can have a fall guy, and it works like a pressure valve. You know, people say, yeah, they're really going after this now. And it's like, wait a minute. How come none of the powerful people that were involved with this guy and caught on video at his house, how come none of them are getting charged with nothing? You know, we still haven't seen the client list, have we? Right?
No, we haven't.
Keep fucking around until you forget about it. That's what they do, man.
Well, somebody suggested that the flight list would give away a lot of that, you know.
Yeah, but see, then they muddied up all the water, and all these fucking Q-tards and shit started sharing fake flight logs and making up people that weren't on it, and you know, I mean, it's just like a big shit show. You know, there again, I'm saying that whole thing just got so muddied up, and it was on purpose. It was on purpose. They had to cover because there's people, big people, including all the people you're seeing on the center stage right now, involved in this shit. Anybody that thinks they aren't, they ain't been paying attention, baby. They ain't been paying attention. They don't know what the real currency actually is. That's the and that's the 1 in 6 young people think Earth is flat. A new study reveals the influence of TikTok. Right.
Nice.
Oh, wait a second. Is this when she was Montel's squeeze? Look at here.
Miss Harris?
Yeah. Heels up, Harris.
Long before she met Doug Emhoff, she dated some prominent men, including in 2001, former talk show host Montel Williams. Back then, he was the famous one and had to introduce her to the paparazzi. Now the whole world knows who she is. Long before
All she had to do was blow Montel Williams.
She made it big. Yeah.
That's it. Now she's famous and Montel's not anymore.
Well, if you do Hillary, they make her happy.
What is this guy? This is the way. What is this guy saying? Something about not going to court. Let me see what he says.
My lawyer just called and asked if I was ready for court tomorrow. I said, hell yeah. I ain't going. See, I've been spending the last 6 months booby trapping my entire 500 acres. I got snake pits, rolling logs, bear traps. I got some straight up Indiana Jones shit. I got a fucking boulder that'll fall down when you open my front door. I got about 120 coyotes that I trained to bite anything with a crew cut and a fucking badge. I flew an old Vietnamese man out here and he helped me dig about 12 miles worth of underground tunnels. I have 450 cameras I've rigged to solar panels all around this motherfucker. I got a Bengal tiger locked in my bathroom who'd fucking kill for a pork chop right now. You know, it's surprisingly easy to teach a raccoon how to loosen lug nuts and cut brake lines. I'd rather live the rest of my life in the woods living off fucking wild ginseng creek water than go to fucking jail one more time. Don't even try to bring no helicopters down here neither, like I ain't got a whole fucking coop full of pigeons with C4 tied around their feet. Got a bunch of PVC pipe full of gunpowder and ball bearings and a baboon who is deadly accurate with a nail gun.
that is funny. Ryan, the helicopters, remember? Your favorite thing.
Fucking helicopters.
Where are they?
They're
yeah, they're all.
right now.
They do it all the time. I mean, I know they're protecting me, but I get sick of it.
Did you hear that where Kamala was talking to Oprah? And she said she's for, Second Amendment and she's got a gun. This is Kamala. She says she has a gun. And then she goes, you come in my place, you're going to get shot.
Oh.
And she's like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Oops. That was a Freudian slip for sure, right? I have guns, but let's take everybody else's away. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not against guns. You're against me having guns. That's what the real fucking deal is on that.
Only the important people are allowed to have the guns, remember? Only important people. And criminals, of course.
And criminals. Well, if they now you got to think about what they'll do. If you put a ban and illegalize something that people already own, then you just, with the signature, with the stroke of a pen, you have turned someone into a criminal and they have not committed a crime. Who's the victim?
Yeah.
No,
who's the
there's
victim?
none.
There isn't one.
No.
See, it's not.
Plus, nobody has the right to tell you what you can have and what you can't.
Well, look at over in Europe and in Great Britain, right? Okay, so they banned guns, right?
And now they have knife problems.
Now they have,
now they have swords.
yeah. Now they have knife problems. So it's
and pagers exploding, right?
The only thing that changed was the weapon of choice because of limitations. It didn't do anything about the initial problem, which is the people that are wanting to do this kind of thing.
Crime is bad people, not bad government necessarily.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And if you're free to dispatch upon a bad person when they try to do wrong against you,
they usually don't do it again.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. If you do it right,
takes care of itself. Yeah. Either they learn their lesson or they're pushing daisies. Either one.
Oh my God. I know. It's insane. It is completely insane. Let me go back up here one more time. Where's the rest of my shit at that I lost? I'm going to be on too much longer anyway. Probably about another half hour at the most.
Yeah, I'm going to step off because I got to go find some stuff for our stream we're going to do later.
Step off, Roger.
Oh my God. This is Tim Waltz's wife. Hang on. You'll like this. Don't go yet. Oh, shit. Well, as long as you can still see. She's a hottie. Check this out.
We saw this. This is hilarious.
God damn, man. We put a lot of effort into doing that.
There.
Yeah. But I heard you'd do a rattlesnake if somebody'd hold its head for you.
Don't tell my secrets, Dave. Damn it.
So we always say to these pitiful fucks around here, I always say that. I say, yeah, you do a rattlesnake if somebody's holding its head for you and shit. What's this going on? Kamala is as fake as press-on nails. This sounds like it could be entertaining. Hold on.
Kamala Harris,
speaking her language,
you are as fake as press-on nails, and I can see right through you. Let me help you out with something, because maybe somebody must not have told you. On TV and on every interview, giving the same tired answer. So let me just help you out. When you are asked a question, why don't you try answering the question? People are not stupid. We can tell when you're dancing around the issue instead of answering the question. When you're asked, are people better off now or during Donald Trump's presidency? When you're asked about the border or your policies on immigration, answer the question. We don't care about your middle class upbringing. We don't care that your mama had to save up to buy a house. We don't care about your summer job at McDonald's. We don't care about the lawns of the neighborhood that you lived in and how everybody took care of their lawn. That does not matter to me, and it doesn't matter to anybody else. I want you to answer the question, because if people, my mind is already made up too, Kamala, because I can see right through you and I know that you fake. But for somebody else whose mind is not made up, let me just help you out. Answer the question so that they can decide between you and your opponent. I don't know if you're just trying to paint him as the villain and try to skate by to be like you the hero or a nice person. We don't care about that, because being a hero and voting for the nice person is not what pays the bills. You understand what I'm saying? We can see through you. And that fake black accent that you keep doing.
I always think of that movie Tropic Thunder when she does her fake black accent with Robert Downey Jr. when he was playing a black dude. That was fucking hilarious, man.
Stop. Because you know good and well that you ain't got no black accent. You know good and well that you was born you was from San Francisco and in Canada. Where you get that black accent from? Stop doing that, trying to be relatable. This does not make you relatable. It makes you look fake. And those of us like me, we can see through that. We can see through that. We can see through every interview that you do, that instead of answering the questions that are on the minds of the millions of American people who have the power to elect you to the highest office in the land, you're dancing around the issue. And you want to talk about how you was born a middle-class kid and how your mother had to save up to buy a house. I don't care, Kamala. So just to recap, stop dancing around the issue. Answer the question. If you're going to do an interview, answer a question that you are asked at the interview.
That would be good. She just goes, well, we get to
Kamala
look
Harris.
at the significance of the passage of time. You know, so why do we have to do that? There we go. Black scent. There you go. I like that. Day Trooper. I like that.
Thanks, Dave. I'm gonna take off. I gotta go catch up with Roger before our show starts. Thanks you. Thanks for having me though. Appreciate it, bro.
Man.
Good night, everybody.
See you later, Ryan. Oh, put your shit over in the chat so people can go over and watch your stuff, your stream, man. Day late and $1 short. You got to learn to promote your channel, bro. What is this? 10 to 15 Haitians came in every day, and this woman says she sold them guns so they could shoot cats.
I'm Libby.
Libby, you agree to be videotaped?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. And what were you? What is it that you do?
So I no longer do it. I ended up leaving the job, but I used to work for a gun store in Springfield, Ohio.
And how recently was that?
This was last year. It's been within the last year.
Okay. And you left them about 2023 or sometime in 24?
It's been about 10 months since I left, so yes, 2023.
Okay. And what were you telling us about gun sales to folks who were undocumented?
So when I worked there, we would have about 10 to 15 Haitian men come in every day. Normally, it was just one in the group that would try and purchase a firearm. Most of them did not have U.S. IDs. They had Mexican IDs and other countries. I'm not really sure, but the most popular was Mexican. And they would come in trying to purchase firearms. And I was told that I had to process the sales just like everybody else, like I would any other customer.
What?
And I would, and they were going through just fine, even though they
Whoa. Going through just fine. Wow.
weren't U.S. citizens. So I would have to put them on the do not sell list so they were not getting firearms.
Okay. And so that's not supposed to happen.
And that's what happens when you do selfies with the duck lips all the time. Your lips eventually stay that way forever. So stop doing that, ladies.
So,
Right.
you know, because I was having U.S. citizens getting put on the do not sell list because they lived in a house that somebody who had lived there before had been on the do not sell list, so they were not allowed to purchase firearms.
Okay, but these were all going through.
Yes.
And you put them on a do not sell list, and then what happened?
I was told I was not allowed to do that because it was something with the Second Amendment.
Okay. And how many firearms do you think you sold during the time you were there in that situation?
Probably 40.
Okay. And
God.
usually groups of people, but one of them would try to get a gun?
Yes.
Okay. And anything else you want to share or things that you noticed when you were there that
Just that there would be large groups. I had one incident. This gentleman came in and he did have a state ID. That was the only one that had an Ohio issued state ID. It did not have his current address on it. And this was my first issue that I've ever had with them. It was the first customer that I had that was Haitian. And I asked him, you know, is this your current address on the license? Because that's something we have to ask everybody. And he said, no, that's not my current address. I said, okay, then I cannot sell you this firearm right now. You're going to have to go to the DMV, get a change of address form, and then we can proceed. And then he looked at me and said, I'm just kidding. That's my address. And I told him, well, you already told me you don't live there, so I can't proceed with this transaction. And I got cussed out. He tried to physically take the gun out of my hands. And then my boss told me just to process it. It wasn't a big deal, even though if it was anybody else, I couldn't have done that. So.
do you think that the gun stores are getting pressure, or how is it that they're approving all this stuff?
I genuinely, I have no idea. I do know that the store that I worked for, we were told we had to process it. I would call all the other gun stores in the area and tell them what was going on, not to accept it. And so I ended up having to call about 3 to 4 gun stores every time we have that issue.
Almost every day?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to say?
I probably shouldn't.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. We appreciate your honesty and willingness.
and we'll get this out and let the word get out to folks. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know, man.
I'm Libby.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. Remember when they was putting out those pallets of bricks for the riots and shit? Really hard to wrap my mind around what's going on. You know, you don't know what to believe, what not to believe. You have to really dig into every fucking things. Every little thing. That's why, like I say, with the final experiment, this is my biggest curiosity about the whole thing is I want to know. I know that what is on the surface is not what the real deal is, and I want to know what's really going on. That's where I'm at with it. But anyway, that's all I had for tonight. I thought it'd be good enough. Roger's going to be having a show here. Oh, hell, Roger, hang on one second. I will hook you up. Just a second. Let me grab old Roger right there. Whoop, there he is. Let's go to that and then do that. There. Now you can put shit on there. Sorry, Roger. Yeah. Well, it's paid agitators, provocators, mercenaries. You know, there's all kinds of shit. And the reality of it is there shouldn't be any kind of a fucking background check on it or anything else. That's horse shit. That's an infringement. It's also a violation of your Fourth Amendment. The fact that the government is forcing a private industry to conduct their business in a manner like that in the first place is fucking ridiculous. That's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it. I think it should be a law that everybody has to have a fucking gun. That's what I think. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. And I hope you have a good time for the rest of your Friday. Well, now it's Saturday morning. It's 7 minutes past the hour. So good seeing everybody. Thanks for showing up. We'll see you next time on Sovereign Soul, Unchained Mind. Don't forget, all you need is rubbers, fish sticks, and a getaway car, and the world is yours. Lord loves a working man. Don't trust Whitey and see your doctor and get rid of him. He'll probably kill you. Good night, everybody.